right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
It's a pleasure to be here.
You know that feeling, right? You walk into a room and it's like something's off.
Yes.
Like, something just went down.
Absolutely.
The dog's sitting there, like, really innocently, but, they've been up to no good.
Uh-huh.
And the cat's just staring at you like they're plotting your demise.
Exactly.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to be diving into today.
I'm excited.
Are our pets secretly evil geniuses?
The evidence may surprise you.
We've got a ton of stories from listeners like you about their pets' crazy antics.
Yes, fascinating cases.
And I've also got our expert here who claims they know what's really going on in those furry little heads.
You're trying to shed some light on these mysteries.
We're going to be talking about everything from cats knocking things over to dogs barking at absolutely nothing.
It's a veritable zoo of behaviors.
And of course, we'll be exploring those creepy stares they give you in the middle of the night.
Always watching.
So buckle up, folks, because this is going to be a wild ride.
I'm ready.
First up, let's hear from Emily from Austin.
Okay.
Emily says her dog, Max, completely ignores her when she's awake.
Sounds about right.
But the second she falls asleep after eating pizza, guess who shows up?
Max.
Max. Staring intently at her like he's trying to use mind control to get the last slice.
The power of pizza is strong.
I mean, come on, is he really that hungry, or is something more sinister at play here?
Well, it does seem like a strategic use of timing, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, he's waiting for her to be vulnerable, and then bam, pizza-iced.
A classic canine tactic.
Next up, we've got Jake from Denver and his parrot, Kiwi.
Okay. A feathered friend.
Now, this isn't just any ordinary parrot.
Well,
Kiwi has a special talent.
what's that?
He can perfectly mimic Jake's embarrassing laugh.
Oh, no.
And get this, he only does it when Jake is laughing at something truly cringeworthy on TV.
That's brutal.
Jake says it feels like Kiwi is straight up mocking him.
I can see why he'd feel that way.
Imagine being judged by a bird.
For your sense of humor, no less.
And lastly, we've got Maria from Toronto and her cat, Luna.
All right, let's hear it.
Maria works from home,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently Luna is not a fan of this arrangement.
In what way?
Every time Maria sits down to work, Luna strategically plants herself right on the keyboard.
Not a very helpful coworker.
It's like she's actively trying to sabotage Maria's career.
Or maybe she's just trying to get some attention.
Maybe, but it's pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I suppose.
So after hearing all these stories, it begs the question, are we just being paranoid, or are our pets actually smarter than we think?
Well, let's look at some research.
Okay, lay it on me.
Studies have shown that dogs can understand hundreds of words and gestures.
Really?
Yes, and they can even learn to associate those words with specific actions and objects.
That's pretty impressive.
They're also incredibly good at reading human emotions.
Come to think of it, my dog always knows when I'm feeling down.
It's true, they're very perceptive creatures.
What about cats, though? They always seem so aloof.
Cats are definitely more independent, but they're no slouches when it comes to intelligence.
Oh.
They have excellent memories, especially when it comes to spatial awareness.
Like remembering where all the best napping spots are.
Exactly. And they're also very skilled at problem solving.
Like figuring out how to open that forbidden cupboard.
Precisely. Some people are even teaching their cats to communicate using buttons.
Buttons.
Yes. Each button represents a different word or phrase.
So they can actually talk to their humans.
In a way, yes. It's fascinating.
That's both amazing and terrifying.
I agree, the possibilities are endless.
But what about those everyday behaviors that make us question their motives?
Like what?
Like when your dog freaks out the second you pick up your car keys.
Yes, the classic sign of impending abandonment.
Or when your cat suddenly becomes obsessed with you the moment you sit down to relax.
It's almost as if they know exactly when you're about to be unavailable.
Exactly. So, are they mind readers or what?
Not exactly. It's more about pattern recognition. They learn to associate certain cues with specific outcomes.
So, like, my dog knows that car keys equal me leaving.
Yes, and your cat has learned that you being still equals cuddles.
So they're not psychic, just really good at observing us.
Exactly. They're masters of manipulation.
That's a little unsettling.
But also quite impressive.
I guess so. All right. Well, now it's time for our top 5 weirdest pet behaviors.
Let's count down the craziness.
Coming in at number 5, we have cats knocking things over.
A classic.
Seriously, why do they do this?
Experts believe it could be a sign of boredom or a way to get attention.
So basically, they're just little jerks.
Or they're just expressing their natural curiosity.
I'm going to go with little jerks.
Fair enough.
Number 4, dogs spinning in circles before lying down.
The pre-nap ritual.
I mean, what's the point?
It's thought to be an instinctual behavior left over from their wild ancestors.
So they're pretending to flatten the grass even though they're on a fluffy rug.
Exactly. Old habits die hard.
Makes sense. I guess moving on to number 3.
Okay, what's next?
Pets staring at walls.
Spooky.
I always wonder if they're seeing ghosts.
That's a popular theory.
But the experts say it's more likely that they're hearing or smelling something we can't.
Or they could just be bored.
Well, that's a lot less exciting.
But probably more realistic.
Fine, but I'm still keeping an eye out for those ghosts.
As you should.
All right, number 2. This one's a doozy.
Hit me with it.
Cats bringing you gifts.
Ah, yes, the infamous dead mouse offerings.
It's like they're trying to say, look what I did for you.
Exactly. They're proud of their hunting skills.
Even though it's gross and terrifying?
Well, it's the thought that counts, right?
I guess so. And finally, the number 1 weirdest pet behavior.
Drum roll, please.
Dogs acting guilty when they've done something wrong.
The classic puppy dog eyes.
It's like they know they messed up.
But experts say it's actually not guilt.
Really?
It's fear of punishment.
So they're just putting on a show.
Exactly. They're master manipulators.
I knew it. So after all this, are we really just pawns in our pet's elaborate game?
Probably not.
Really?
While they can be mischievous and manipulative, they're not masterminds.
So no secret society of pets plotting to take over the world?
Not that we know of.
Okay, good, because I was getting a little worried.
I understand it's easy to anthropomorphize their behavior.
True. It's just so tempting to think they're up to something.
But at the end of the day, they're just animals.
With a lot of personality.
Absolutely. They enrich our lives in so many ways.
Even when they're driving us crazy.
Exactly. It's all part of the fun.
And that's what makes them so special.
I couldn't agree more.
So the next time your pet does something weird,
Like what?
like stealing your socks or staring at the wall for no apparent reason,
Right.
just remember they're probably not plotting against you.
At least not consciously.
But hey, it never hurts to be prepared.
True. Always keep an eye on your snacks.
And your sanity.
That too.
Thanks for listening, everybody. And remember,
What?
keep those treats close and your pets closer.
And maybe a little bit of healthy suspicion never hurts.
You got that right.
Until next time.
See ya.